Milk Minute!
Hi there, grade 9 learners! Welcome to Milk Minute, and I'm your technical specialist in Radyo Eskwela sa Isabela, Sir Alexander Esquicio. Have you ever encountered technical problems in your personal computer, both in software and in hardware? What did you do to repair this? Or did you ask experts regarding this issue? How can we be able to avoid these technicalities? Computer maintenance is very important for keeping your computer to function smoothly. A computer that is well maintained can keep both virus and malware away. Computers can last in a longer period of time if it is taken care of. Maintaining computer systems and networks increases efficiency and saves you from hassle and expenses associated with major repairs. So prepare yourselves to listen and learn regarding today's topic in TLE9. Maintaining computer systems and networks in accordance with established procedures. That's it for our Milk Minute. Enjoy this episode.
The tender love of education in SDO Isabela. Technology and livelihood education.
Technology and livelihood education.
TLE, your choice,
Your choice,
your skill.
your skill. Magandang araw!
Ito ang EPP, Edukasyong Pantahanan at Pangkabuhayan.
Handa na ba kayo?
Maging responsable sa paggamit ng ICT.
Be a successful entrepreneur.
Paunlarin ang kabuhayan.
Pagpaparami ng mga alagang hayop.
And that's our lesson for today.
The tender love of education in SDO Isabela.
EPP TLE. Your choice, your skill.
Let the morning dew drops wash away the burdens of yesterday. May God sprinkle much of these on you today. Good morning and sending you feel-good vibes, my dear computer wizards. I am Teacher Roberto U. Espanol Jr. and you can call me Teacher Roberto, your teacher on air, and you're listening to School on Air on TLE9. Your choice, your skill. Before we begin, let us check if you have your pen, notebook, water, and other health and hygiene necessities. If you have it all, then we're good to go. By now, you should be able to understand the underlying concepts and principles on configuring computer systems and networks. Let us find out if you've mastered configuring computer systems and networks. Simply say fact if the statement is correct and bluff if the statement is incorrect. Let's begin. Number 1. A safe workplace is clean, organized, and well lit. I repeat. Number 1. A safe workspace is clean, organized, and well lit. The answer is fact. Number 2. One must unplug the power from the source before opening a case and performing services. I'll repeat. Number 2. One must unplug the power from the source before opening a case and performing services. The answer is fact. Number 3. It is a best practice that a fire extinguisher and first aid kit be available in the workplace. I'll repeat. Number 3. It is a best practice that a fire extinguisher and first aid kit be available in the workplace. The answer is fact. Number 4. You are allowed to open the power supply or a monitor. I'll repeat. Number 4. You are allowed to open the power supply or a monitor. The answer is bluff. Number 5. You can bring food and drinks inside the laboratory. I'll repeat. Number 5. you can bring food and drinks inside the laboratory? The answer is bluff. So, how many correct answers did you get? Awesome! I believe you are now ready for today's lesson. This is our episode 4 in CSS for grade 9. Today, you will be introduced to the information and communications technology industry and in-depth exposure to personal computers, hardware, and operating systems in accordance to local industry requirements and standards. You will also learn the functionality of various hardware and software components and best practices in maintenance and safety issues. Sounds interesting, right? Stay tuned to find out more. Maintaining computer systems and network increases and saves you from the hassle and expense associated with major repairs. However, it is essential to understand how to schedule maintenance plans and implement accordingly. By learning when maintenance is practical and developing a scheduling strategy, you can set up maintenance strategies that are beneficial to your computer systems and networks. Here are the procedures on how to maintain computer systems and networks. First procedure: create an equipment maintenance schedule. In order to perform the maintenance of your computer efficiently, a maintenance schedule is made to guide the personnel in the proper maintenance procedure. This will help them remember the maintenance tasks that needs to be done to improve the functionality of the computer system and networks. Second procedure is creating a maintenance checklist. To determine if the maintenance program is implemented accordingly to what is planned, an assessment must be done. The result of the assessment will then be recorded and reported to the proper authorities for immediate action. The assessment is through regular inspection, which assure that the maintenance activities are done on the date and time they were planned and that the performance levels adhere to the defined standards. For maintenance inspection checklist, my dear computer wizards, check the module or LAS your advisor on CSS gave you. Last on our list, third procedure is perform the computer maintenance task regularly. Just knowing all the basics of computer maintenance task schedule clearly will not be enough. Find time to apply all the maintenance procedure regularly and frequently. Make computer maintenance activities a regular practice so that you will always have a fine-tuned computer with good performance. There you have it, all the 3 procedures on how to maintain computer systems. Now, let's have a recap. What are the 3 procedures in maintaining computer systems and networks? Number 1. Create an equipment maintenance schedule. Number 2. Create a maintenance checklist. Number 3. Perform the computer maintenance regularly. Did you get all the 3 procedures?
Yes, sir.
Awesome! Now, let us discuss how to perform network maintenance procedures. Networks are used to transmit information and electricity through cables. When installing these networks, utmost care must be applied to protect the network installers from injury. Procedures must also be followed to ensure that those around the network cables do not become the victim of electrical fire or another hazard. Number 1. Duct systems. This is a concern that the network cables might become damaged during construction. So the ducts must be built away from planned future road constructions and utilities according to the International Telecommunications Union. Number 2. Optical lasers. Networks that use optical lasers use to invisible radiation that is emitted by these lasers. Before installing the laser operation manual and safety guide must be read. According to NetApp, no one should stare inside the optical ports from where the lasers emit their light, or else blindness could result. Number 3. Falling. Many networks are run along utility poles, which are wooden poles that have network cables raised high above the ground. When installing these cables, falling can be a disastrous given the height of the utility poles. Therefore, network installers should wear safety harnesses to ensure that they do not fall. Number 4. De-energize. Some networks have cables that are electrically charged. These cables must be de-energized and tests should be used to ensure that the cables do not have any remaining electricity in them. The tools that are used for repairing the cables are insulated so that the electricity does not travel through them and into the hands of the line repairer. Number 5. Cable safety standards. Network cables must have a certain characteristics to be legally used for networks. The cables must not produce flames that can ignite anything. They must not have halogen. They must not produce acidic fumes. They must be resistant to ionizing radiation. Cables must be coded so that those working with the cables can identify what they are. Number 6. Cable inspection. Networks must only be installed by licensed professionals. Building inspectors must check the network cables to ensure that they are installed properly and that they will not create a fire hazard. These building inspections are especially important when the property containing the network cable is sold. Those are the 6 procedures to follow to ensure safety network installers. Now, let's have a quick review. I'll be giving you statements regarding the procedures to follow to ensure the safety of network installers, while you, on the other hand, identify these statements if they are a fact or a bluff. Ready? Let's begin. Number 1. Docks must be built near planned future roads. Fact or bluff? Correct. It is bluff. Docks should be built away from planned future roads. Number 2. Network installers should wear safety harnesses to ensure that they do not fall. Fact or bluff? Nice. It is a fact. Number 3. Cables must be coded so that those working with the cables can identify what they are. Fact or bluff? Awesome! It is a fact. Safe working conditions help prevent injury to people and damage to computer equipment. A safe workspace is clean, organized, and properly lighted. You must understand and follow safety procedures. Follow the basic safety guidelines to prevent cuts, burns, electrical shock, and damage to eyesight. As a best practice, make sure that a fire extinguisher and first aid kit are available in case of fire or injury. Poorly placed or unsecured cables can cause tripping hazards in a network installation. Cables should be installed in conduit or cable trays to prevent hazards. Here are some of the basic safety precautions to observe when working on a computer. Number 1. Remove your watch and jewelry and secure loose clothing. Number 2. Turn off the power and unplug equipment before performing service. Number 3. Cover sharp edges inside the computer case with tape. Number 4. Never open a power supply or a CRT monitor. Number 5. Do not touch areas in printers that are hot or that use high voltage. Number 6. Know where the fire extinguisher is located and how to use it. Number 7. Keep food and drinks out of your workspace. Number 8. Keep your workspace clean and free of clutter. Number 9. Bend your knees when lifting heavy objects to avoid injuring your back. Those are the 9 basic safety precautions to observe when working on a computer. You know the drill. Let's have a quick review. I will give statements on basic safety precautions and identify the missing word. Ready? Number 1. Remove your blank and secure loose clothing. What are the missing words? Correct. The missing words are watch and jewelry. Number 2. Cover sharp edges inside the computer case with a blank. What is the missing word? Cool. The missing word is tape. Number 3. Keep your blank and out of your workspace. What are the missing words? Good job! The missing words are food and drinks. Now you are knowledgeable of the basic safety precautions to observe when working on a computer. We now go to general information on electrical safety. It is important to follow electrical safety guidelines to prevent electrical fires, injuries, and fatalities at home and at workspace. Take note, only experienced technicians should attempt to repair power supplies and CRT monitors. Alright, I'll give you now the general information on electrical safety. Number 1. Electrical equipment that is plugged into a power source should never be handled if your hands or feet are wet. Number 2. Do not allow cables and plugs to get wet. Thus, keep liquids away from electrical equipment. Number 3. Unplug equipment by pulling on the plug, not the cord. Number 4. Damaged electrical equipment that constitute an electrical hazard are not to be used until properly repaired or replaced. Number 5. Never connect electrical cords in series. Number 6. All electrical circuits disconnects or panels must not be blocked. Number 7. Ground pins on the plugs and the devices plugged into the receptacles must be intact. Number 8. Do not store flammable liquids near electrical equipment. There you go. The 8 general information on electrical safety. From electrical safety, we now go to fire safety at home or at workspace. This is crucial because fire can spread rapidly and can be very costly. Proper use of a fire extinguisher can prevent a small fire from getting out of control. When working with computer components, be aware of the possibility of an accidental fire and know how to react. Be alert to notice odors being emitted from computers and electronic devices. When electronic components overheat or short out, they emit a burning odor. If there is a fire, follow these safe procedures. Number 1. Never fight a fire that is out of control or not contained. Number 2. Always have a planned fire escape route before beginning any work. Number 3. Get out of the building quickly. Number 4. Contact emergency services for help. Number 5. Locate and read the instructions on the fire extinguishers in your workplace before you use them. Those are the 5 fire safety procedures you need to know. I believe you are now ready for our quiz. So my dear computer wizards, hold on to those pen, for we are about to start our 5-item quiz. Choose the correct answer by writing the letter of your choice after each item. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Number 1. Which of the following maintenance procedure helps technicians remember the maintenance tasks that needs to be done to improve the functionality of the computer systems and network? Letter A. Create an equipment maintenance schedule. B. Create a maintenance checklist. Letter C. Perform the computer maintenance task regularly. Number 2. Which of the following network maintenance procedures refer to making sure that cables do not have any remaining electricity? A. DAC systems. B. De-energize. Or letter C. Cable inspection. Number 3. Which of the following shouldn't be open when working on a computer? Letter A. System unit. B. Keyboard. Or C. Power supply. Number 4. Which of the following should never be connected in series? Letter A. Electrical cords. B. USB flash drives. Or letter C. Ethernet cables. Number 5. Who among the following personnel should be called to repair power supplies and CRT monitors? Letter A. ICT coordinator. Letter B. Expert technicians. And letter C. Electricians. Let us now check your answers. Number 1, the answer is letter A. For number 2, the answer is letter B. For number 3, the answer is letter C. Number 4, the answer is letter A. And number 5, the answer is letter B. So, my dear computer wizards, how many correct answers did you get? Good job! If you got 3 and below, don't fret. You go back to where you got incorrect scores and review them. I believe you'll do better on the next episode. By now, you know how to maintain computer and network systems. I hope you had fun learning as much as I had fun teaching you. Will I see you in the next episode? That's great! Just a gentle reminder, do an advanced reading on your module. Once again, I am your teacher on air, Teacher Roberto U. Espanol Jr., reminding you to always pray and be happy. God bless and Godspeed.
Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon.
Sa daan ng pagkatuto ay walang may iwan.
Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela!